For the moment, we're going to turn to the United States, because a judge in Washington has blocked some of President Trump's plans to dismantle America's international aid organization. It came after two unions sued the Trump administration, which had notified workers that almost all staff at the world's biggest aid donor would be put on leave. Reports suggested that USAID staff could be slashed from a force of about 10,000 worldwide to just a few hundred. Now, this was the scene on Friday at the organization's headquarters, where crews were seen removing the signs. The move is part of President Trump's efforts to reshape America's role in foreign aid assistance. But the dismantling of USAID is facing intense criticism at home and abroad. The dismantling of the world's biggest donor of development aid has already started. Signs identifying the agency's Washington headquarters have been removed or covered in black tape, but the fate of its almost 10,000 staff remains unclear. A judge has put on hold the Trump administration's plan to put just over 2,000 USAID employees on paid leave, while the court considers a union lawsuit to try to save the agency. With this ruling, it does provide a reprieve. And it also provides some other relief, we hope, as well, for payments that the U.S. government is due to pay the partners and all of those who have been implementing programs long before January 20th. At risk are health and emergency aid programs in around 120 countries, including the world's poorest regions. The United States' current budget allows about $70 billion for international assistance. Donald Trump has argued that the agency doesn't represent a valuable use of U.S. taxpayers' money. When you look at USAID, that's a fraud. The whole thing is a fraud. Very little being put to good use. Every single line that I look at in terms of events and transactions is either corrupt or ridiculous. Opponents say the president's plan is unconstitutional, arguing that Congress is the only entity that can legally dismantle the agency. Well, meanwhile, President Trump says he's immediately revoking his predecessor's security clearance, a move that ends Joe Biden's access to daily classified intelligence briefings. President Trump posted that Mr. Biden could not be trusted because of alleged problems with his memory. In a reference to the catchphrase of his former reality TV show The Apprentice, Mr. Trump said, "Joe, you're fired." Former U.S. presidents traditionally access intelligence briefings, though Mr. Biden rescinded Mr. Trump's after his first term ended.